It's game day, Broncos country, and the game has just finished. It was a darn good one, back-to-back defeats. The team said, you know what, we're coming in for a win at home against the Atlanta Falcons. They were out for blood. Bo Nix was on fire, throwing for more than 300 yards, 4 touchdowns so far. Broncos win it 38-6. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
I'm Tom Green. Of course, we're going to take you there for much of the post-game reaction to see what Sean Payton has to say, see what the players have to say as they put together their best performance top to bottom of the season, easily handling the Falcons. They were the better team on offense. They were the better team on defense. They were the better team on special teams. And their quarterback once again outplayed the veteran quarterback on the other side of the field. Last week, Bo Nix did not get a win, even though he outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Today, he outplayed Kirk Cousins, and the Broncos did post an easy win, 38-6, get back up over to the 500 mark. It's a win that doesn't look like a one you have to have, but this is one they have to have, especially with postseason aspirations.
Right, and as you said, the Falcons were, 6-4, and Justin Simmons was back in town, but there were a lot of eyes on this game. It was an important one after 2 losses.
Yep, so the Broncos win at 38-6. Much more coming from the locker room. We'll take you there live coming up in just a few minutes. We have other news as well, though, as we get to 5 o'clock. A preliminary hearing now scheduled for tomorrow morning for one of the men accused of shooting Bronco wide receiver Josh Reynolds. Reynolds was driving on I-25 when another car pulled up and opened fire. Reynolds was hit in the arm and head. Court records say the suspect, Luis Mendoza, had been at the same strip club as Reynolds before that. Police say that Mendoza followed Reynolds' car. That's when the shooting happened shortly after. Mendoza is now facing 23 separate charges, which include attempted murder and assault. Meantime, a former Bronco is now having more trouble with the law. Police say Adam Pac-Man Jones was arrested yesterday morning in Arlington, Texas, after allegedly hitting an officer while attempting to fight someone. It all happened at a hotel next to AT&T Stadium. According to Arlington police, an off-duty officer and hotel security were trying to stop Jones from fighting someone else, but they say Jones hit the officer on the arm. He was then booked into jail on charges of assaulting an officer and public intoxication. Jones, like many, was there for the Big Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight.
Aurora police are trying to figure out what happened after 2 people were killed and another injured early this morning. Police say the shooting happened at Utah Park on South Peoria Street. Not much is known about the incident. However, police say it was an isolated incident between the people involved. If you know more to help them, you're urged to reach out to Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. Last night, the family of a man killed by police in Aurora gathered for a vigil to ask for better mental health training for officers. Corey Dilliard was shot and killed last month when police found him holding what looked to be an assault rifle. Ended up being an air rifle. After being told to put it down, investigators say Dillard pointed the air rifle at police and officers opened fire. Outside of the Aurora Police Department, family held a community vigil. Corey's dad says his son was a military veteran, and he would like to see better training for officers and better resources for vets and their mental health.
I talked to Corey 3 days before this incident happened, and he explained to me, he said, Dad, I'm going through some things, but everything is going to be okay.
Those in the attendance at Dillard's vigil said they hope their words will inspire others to also take care of our vets. And just a few days ago, Aurora police found that the officer who shot and killed Kylan Lewis did not violate the agency's policy. This week marks 2 years since the deadly shooting, also in Colorado Springs at an LGBTQ nightclub. 5 people were killed, 17 others injured at Club Q. Today, people came together at the site of the shooting to remember the lives lost, among them survivors. In the wake of the shooting, an advocacy group introduced the Kelly Loving Bill of Rights to the state legislature to honor one of the victims. It would offer more resources and protections to the trans community. The shooter is currently serving several life sentences. In less than a week, the Denver School Board will vote on a plan to close 7 schools and merge 3 others. The superintendent has stressed these cuts are needed because of declining enrollment.
9 News reporter Rachel Krause is joining us now live outside of the district's administration building. Rachel, as you might expect, families of those schools on the chopping block have been pushing back as far as these plans.
Yeah, Tom and Kim, tomorrow night, DPS will be holding a public comment hearing, and you can bet it's going to be a pretty fiery one from parents, from teachers, and from students who are pretty mad about the district's plan to close schools and about being left in the dark so long about it. Tensions have been running pretty high since that list first came out earlier this month. On Friday, students came down to the admin building here to protest the district's plans, calling on DPS to save their schools. Putting down pencils and picking up signs.
Our school, safe place. Our school, safe place.
Students at Denver School of Innovation and Sustainable Design left their school Friday to show DPS they want it saved.
We're saying no, we are standing up for ourselves. We want our school to stay in business because of how good it is, and we don't want that to stop.
Students like Buddy Wanamaker are frustrated by the superintendent's plan to close 7 schools, including DSISD.
They gotta know that what they're doing is not fair. It's not just. They aren't looking into the deeper picture. They're just saying, oh, they're spending too much money and not seeing why. Like, what's actually happening?
I wish I could say that I was surprised. Unfortunately, many parents and teachers and past teachers kind of expected this to happen at some point.
DSISD mom Chelsea Moore knows the school's enrollment is low. She blames the school's leadership. Documents sent to 9 News show letters from families switching schools and teachers quitting over that leadership, all sent to district leaders months ago.
In fact, last year we had an exodus of all these incredible teachers, and that also had students leave as well.
And I feel like our kids are paying the price for inaction and poor leadership on the part of the school and on the part of DPS.
That's frustrating because many parents say this school is unique, serving many neurodivergent and LGBTQ students.
This is the right place for my kids and a lot of other kids, and unfortunately DPS doesn't see that value right now.
And it would really be an incredible disservice to them to allow this safe space to kind of fall to the wayside.
The DSISD community is hoping this gets the district's attention and just maybe save their school.
I still have 2 years of high school left. I want to enjoy those in a place where I already feel like I'm home.
I reached out to the district about the issues raised about DSISD's leadership. They tell me that due to HR rules, they can't get into any specifics, but did confirm that they have spoken to staff and to parents about their concerns. A spokesperson for DPS tells me they support the right of students to be able to protest safely and that they've been working with the communities impacted by these potential closures. The DPS school board will vote on the closure plan on Thursday night. Reporting live in Denver, Rachel Krause, 9 News.
These are always tough for communities and families, faculties, you name it. Everyone feels these types of moves when they have to be made.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't find a plan that's going to please everyone.
All right, thanks, Rachel Krause. Tomorrow, a first-of-its-kind celebration for Colorado. DPS holding the first-ever award ceremony recognizing achievements by Native American students and staff and community members. The day's events will include cultural performances, award presentations, and keynote speakers. It's tomorrow morning, starting at 9:30 at the Denver Indian Center.
Taking a break from the headlines and taking a look live outside in Denver. Another sunny, mild day, chilly, but really mild all the way around. And let's talk to 9 News weather impact meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen. You're keeping an eye on some things that are going to be changing, as we get into the week.
Yeah, we got a little storm system coming on Tuesday, but we'll have another nice day tomorrow. And then as we get into the middle of next week, it looks really warm around here. What a great day across the Front Range. Much of the same tomorrow. We do have this storm system down to our south here. That will bring precipitation into the forecast here in southeast Colorado. And then our next system is out there in the Pacific Northwest. That will come in tomorrow, start to bring in some mountain snow showers and a cold, breezy day here for us on the Front Range. We made it up to 53 degrees here in Denver officially, 1 degree above the average. We made it up to the upper 50s here in downtown Denver. It was 57 when the Broncos game started this afternoon. And the low temperature this morning was right on target as well. Here's some things that we're watching in the weather impact headlines. Tomorrow we have mountain snow showers. Light accumulation is expected. We don't have any advisories in place. On the Front Range here on Tuesday, it'll be a cold, breezy day. May start out with a few morning snow flurries, but we are tracking another warm up. And about Wednesday through Sunday, we're looking at maybe a few scattered 60-degree days coming your way. I'll have more information on that coming up in the full forecast.
2 deadly E. coli outbreaks in 1 month, this one tied to organic carrots. Federal health officials say 39 people in 18 states have gotten sick, with 1 reported case in Colorado. 15 people have been hospitalized. 1 person has died. The CDC says organic, whole, and baby carrots sold by Grimway Farms are linked to that outbreak. That brand is sold at stores like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. Grimway Farms has recalled all the carrots, so if you have them in your fridge, do not eat them, throw them out. Last month, several states dealt with another deadly E. coli outbreak with slivered onions used in McDonald's Quarter Pounders.